tell you, every time that he's playing, I mean, you don't have to worry about taking a break or going somewhere when he's hitting or when he's catching, because you never know what's going to happen, man. I mean, it's going to be something exciting. And like I said, you just hope that you're there to see it.
What's this guy think he's going to do? Come in here and play baseball and hit that ball to the fence? And doesn't he know that baseball's the hardest thing to do?
One person can't make a team.
When I first saw him coming to the league, I didn't think much of him.
I'm just a player.
And nobody really knew who Bo Jackson was. We figured he was just some football player.
Minor league debut with Memphis. First inning, first at bat. His first hit and first RBI. The first of many pro baseball thrills.
When he came over to my locker, they said, "This is Bo Jackson." I'm going, "What are you doing here? You know, you just won the Heisman Trophy. What are you doing in our locker room?" And about 2 months later, we found out why he was there.
Bo's first major league homer. Spectacular.
Bo goes for the fastball. Oh, that baby's out of here.
A 475-foot shot.
Look at that. He stuck it in the side wall.
The longest home run in the history of Royal Stadium.
He's made defensive plays catching the ball.
He's made some plays against us.
He's made defensive plays throwing the ball.
Not to mention his offensive prowess.
He was at first base. He just beaten out an infield hit.
I was holding him on first base,
The pitch is thrown.
and he was leading off, and I guess he got off too far.
The catcher comes up and throws it to me, right?
Threw down to first base.
I'm looking to catch it.
As I turned around to tag him,
And I go down to tag.
he wasn't there. He was on his way to second base.
And I look up and he's sliding into second base.
By the time I realized that, he was standing up at second base laughing.
And I feel about this big, but just unbelievable.
High fly ball. Oh, looks like Bo just might. Oh, nation's cat.
When I think of Bo Jackson, I think of the best athlete there's ever been, by far. He's just a God-gifted young man.
Whether it's speed of foot, speed, bat speed, he even throws fast.
I can remember pitching a game in Boston a few years ago where at bat he hit this incredible home run against Oil Can Boyd, and then I went out there to the field, I'm pitching, and I gave up a rocket in the left field, and all of a sudden out of the blue, Bo comes diving in and makes an unbelievable catch.
After a while, you see things like that, and you kind of really take them in stride because, well, it's Bo, you know, and you know that Bo has that kind of ability.
Took a bad route, man. Took an in route, and then the ball was over his head, and he still caught it. It was really irritated me. And I caught it like over his head diving and stuff. Like, why, Bo? Why?
Some still doubted Bo Jackson was the real thing. Doubters became believers during the 1989 All-Star Game.
You see what the pitch was? It was down and in. I mean, it was almost on the ground. He lifted that ball up. That's how strong he is. Lifted it up and hit it about 470 feet in the air. I just looked at him and I just went, man.
I saw it on tape, and I wanted to see it over and over. To run a wall like that and keep your balance is incredible.
Which if I try to do that, I think I'd fall flat on my neck.
He made a play defensively against us last year in Kansas City. We had Carlton Fisk on first base.
Somebody was up for the Chicago White Sox and hit a drive to left center field.
And Pudge was on first base and went all the way to second base.
You know, in Kansas City, it's 385 feet to the gap there.
And he was at full speed heading for the wall. He caught the ball.
And in the same motion, just threw a rocket.
And that thing was on a line. It was on a line, coming right at me, dove in, tagged him for a double play.
The look on Fisk's face was, where the heck did that come from?
You know, I think everybody in our dugout just kind of sat there like, oh my God.
And if that had been a play made in the World Series, it would be legendary. It was just that great an athletic play.
It was the greatest play I've ever seen.
He's got tremendous power.
Awesome power.
Power, 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 power. he's so strong that if he misses it, he still can hit it out of the park. So, you know, you've got to really be careful when you face him, because anytime he swings the bat, I mean, he can hit it 500 feet.
It hit off the end of my glove, and he ended up getting in trouble, but they said it was the hardest ball hit. LaFleur said it was the hardest ball hit he's ever seen.
I wouldn't say that I'm afraid of Bo Jackson, because he's such a free swinger, and I like to pitch against free swingers, you know. They have a tendency to swing and miss a lot. But at the same time, if he connects, he could hurt you.
As soon as he swung and hit the ball, I knew the ball was gone, and it's just a matter of how far it was going to go. And so I turned to see where the ball hit, because he hit it straight away center. And it's the longest home run that they've measured here in Arlington Stadium. That exhibits what kind of power he has, and also when you have a power pitcher with a power hitter, if they hit the ball well, then they're going to hit some long home runs off of it.
Incredible athlete, you know, awful fast, and one of the fastest, strongest people I've ever seen. It's just really amazing, and you know, a lot similar to myself.
There's one thing he doesn't do. He doesn't dog it. He gives the fans their money's worth.
I mean, this guy's a blessing. It's only one of those guys in the world, and that's him.
He's probably the ultimate athlete. When God chiseled out an athlete, he chiseled out Bo Jackson.
Guy's just incredible. He really is. What I think is amazing is when he did all those commercials, is how they got all those doubles of them. There must have been 15 of them. I don't know where they're getting these other guys, but it was neat. You guys did a good job of finding those other guys.
He's one of the great reasons why baseball's a great game.
When he began his pro baseball career, Bo had no intentions of playing anything else. But soon, Bo would spring a surprise that would shock the sporting world.